Hello, happy Friday. I am Meredith. I am here with our message for May the 26th, 2023. We're using Bonfire Tarot as we tune into achieving our highest and greatest potentials in this beautiful energy atmosphere of the now. Bonfire Tarot is going to point the way. While the sun is in Gemini, the moon is in Leo. The moon will move into Virgo very, very late in the last hour or so of the day. And Pluto continues to hang out in retrograde. Yeah, giving us all manner of deep opportunity to expand our awareness and grow our happiness. Let's take a look at our first card today. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Number 10 out of the major arcana. All 10s are about fulfillment. They are also about completion, completing some leg of our journey, bringing something full circle, and then going on even deeper into the next quest. All right, so looking at the Wheel of Fortune, I am reminded that in yesterday's reading, we had the devil in this position. And my feeling here is that we have rolled through whatever challenges the devil card brought in yesterday's reading. And those challenges are for our enlightenment and our personal growth. And my sense of it is that we may have been, engaged temporarily in an old ego story. And it's like scratching poison ivy. You need to stop. You need to just leave that alone. Slap some calamine lotion on that. Don't touch it. And yet, when the ego perks up and starts yammering away with its list of demands, it can be very tempting, again, energy of the devil card, to entertain those thoughts and that story, just like scratching the poison ivy. And it's temporary, though. The moment we engage it, we're now giving energy to something that's not for our highest and greatest potential outcome, unless, of course, we choose to embrace the experience in a different way and bring ourselves compassion, perhaps the only compassion we've ever given ourselves in relationship to whatever the trigger is. And that's the blessing I'm feeling here with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel that we've responded to ourselves in compassion. And this allows us to move more swiftly. We've seen plenty of the Chariot recently. This allows us to move more swiftly through whatever challenges rise up, whatever speed bumps we encounter. Compassion is the answer, unconditional love and kindness. And I sense that that's what the divine delivery is here, and it's a gift we've given ourselves. Let's see what's next. Oh yeah, see, here's now the Lover's card. Oh, I did just say embrace ourselves, or something of that nature. I said something about embracing moments ago. And I feel that here with the Lover's card. Here's a beautiful representation of our divine feminine and our divine masculine embraced. This is us in self-relationship. And I feel that the Lover's card is the response to whatever the devil brought up for us out of yesterday's reading and how we have chosen Wheel of Fortune to navigate it. I feel as though, let's take a look at the blindfold on the Wheel of Fortune, that we turned a blind eye to the ego story. We were present enough to recognize that it was there, and we were present in a way, in a compassionate way, to allow ourselves the embrace of our own unconditional love. And that's a choice. And that's us disrupting some old cycle and bringing a new energy full circle, a new way of being, a new way of self-care. Next, we have two coming together. Our first is, hello, Scorpio. There's the Death card. Transformation. Yes, exactly what we're talking about here. We are transforming the way in which we respond to the challenges before us, and we're embracing our unconditional love and compassion for self first, rather than, you know it, you know the old story. I wish I had done this. I should have said that. Oh gosh, will I ever get that right? That old story, that's ego voice. You recognize it really well. And transformation to say, wow, this is a challenging moment and I feel emotional. I feel myself welling up. And I could go down this old track and say, gosh, are you ever going to get past this? Or are you going to embrace yourself in a transformative way, death card, and say, you're doing the very best you can in every moment. You are choosing the highest and best potential frequency you can in every moment. And what do you require right now? More love, not less. Where's that love coming from? That love is coming from you. That love is coming from the universal all. You can tap into that whenever you require emotional fortification. And validate yourself. Allow yourself the welling up moments. Allow yourself to shed a tear or many. And then this energy can pass right off of our foundation. It can ripple outward through our sphere of influence in a much better way for ourselves. So as the energy returns on the return through our toroidal vortex, it is improved. It is a much higher frequency and we are so much better. This is part of what it means to choose happiness, to make great big changes in our lives. And I sense that that's what the Wheel of Fortune is heralding here in the message. And that's what the Death card is saying. You embrace you. You bring your unconditional love. This becomes your vibe, right? What is coming with the Death card? Holy wow. Yes, look at that. Ace of Cups. That's what we're talking about. We create a watershed moment of love, bliss, joy, and happiness by doing the self-care, by bringing the love to us and letting it spill over every aspect of our life experience. And just a reminder, nothing gets tied up nice, neat, and pretty with a little bow on top when it comes to our emotional nature, our soulful presence, and our ego voice. There's usually something messy about that because the ego is involved. And validation is absolutely key. It's a way of having crystal clear communication with oneself. That's why validation is important. You don't need commiseration. You don't need to further the misery of the prior experience that is still echoing and vibrating within your being. No, it's about the validation. Yes, that happened. I can recognize it. I can honor it. What do I require? What do I require the very most in this moment? The answer will be love. And that's a very simple one to go to. And who's responsible for that? You. It's all up to you. And this is it right here with the Death card and the Ace of Cups. This is transformation. Then we have the Seven of Wands. This is a card that's been with us a bit lately, and I am happy to see it. All sevens in tarot are about heaven touching earth within us. The Seven of Wands, the core meaning of this card is to see the bigger picture and to take a look at the victory and the success of the prior six wands. And that's what we've done here. I feel like we have engaged new skill and engaged new talent, which has given us a much broader view, a bird's eye view even, of our sphere of influence and how we are conducting and orchestrating our life experience on our foundation through love, through compassion. How often do we see cards like the Three of Coins, the Eight of Coins, the 10 of Coins, the 10 of Cups, these beautiful cups that show up in our readings because we have been cultivating a quality of lifestyle celebration that is exceptional and exquisite. And we are not going to compromise for anything less than what we have been in creation with and for in that realm, right? So when the Devil card shows up and we're tempted to entertain the ego, we start to get defensive with ourselves. Sometimes there is a message of defensiveness off this Seven of Wands. Ultimately, though, This is a suit of passion, ambition, and fire. So what are you going to do with your passion, ambition, and fire when it comes to creating heaven on earth for yourself? Are you going to succumb to some old discompassionate ego tirade rant? It's easy to say no when it's phrased that way because we're like, whatever, yeah. Then, you find yourself in a quiet moment without any static from anyone else in your environment, and then you hear this whisper come out of your subconscious, and you're like, holy cow, I can hardly believe that this energy feeling is still lurking back there. And your answer is Ace of Cups. Your answer is the Death card, to transform that energy, to bring to an end this old ego tirade. So nice work, beautiful work, if that's what you've been up to. Oh my gosh. There it is. There's the Devil card again. Oh, there's some serious card witching. Well, that's confirmation. Honestly, that is confirmation. So you can hang out and you can linger here, or in the temptation of what the devil will bring in terms of, this old tape loop of the ego story. And look what you have to leverage on that. You have great self-love, compassion, kindness. You have alignment with your destiny. This is you in your soulful presence here on the Wheel of Fortune, turning a blind eye to all the nonsense. Ooh, we had the Queen of Swords yesterday too. All the nonsense we've already run our sword through. Do we want to resurrect that on the Death card, or do we want to pour the love on? We know the answer there. We do. So I feel that this is quite poignant to have the Devil card show up last, because what we're seeing here is the bird's eye view of ourselves in connection to what the Devil card brought up for us yesterday and how we navigated that through compassion and validation. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. And wherever you are in that experience, you may be midway through that right now as you're waking into this day and kind of taking a look at yesterday and seeing yourself in this process. Go right straight for your Ace of Cups. If you find that you're still lingering in the ego chatter, and if you haven't quite got a grasp on bringing your compassion to yourself first. All right, bottom of the deck, first card. What do we have? This is out of the unseen. This is how the universe is supporting us. And we're starting out with the Magician. Gosh, we've got great major arcana cards here. So we're making magic out of this. This is another act of transformation, manifestation here with the Magician. So this is how we're being supported by the universe. The universe is saying, I have everything you could possibly require in the way of support and in the way of growth and expansion to see yourselves through this divine delivery of opportunity to reach your highest and greatest potential. So there's the Magician, as above, so below, bringing heaven to earth. Thank goodness for this. Then we have more divine masculine energy in the King of Cups. He is such a wonderful provider type of king. And we're supporting our emotional realm here with this card too. We're taking action. We are not laying low with our emotional nature. We are in motion. We are taking action. We are engaging our emotional intellect, awareness, and intimacy with self. We are raising our Ace of Cups here in the hand of this king. What comes with this? What comes next? Nine of Wands. Yes, because we are enduring, and we do have the fortitude to take on anything that our ego can dish up, and we can take on our own temptation to linger in that energy and continue to rise above it, transform it. Again, Death card. Look, then we have, I feel there's the Nine of Cups and Bonefire, and I feel that the Nine of Cups is another great connection to the Death card. this is all about our fulfillment. So now we have the Ace of Cups to the power of 9 in this card. You add the ace to this 9, you get the 10, right? So we are creating a much more sustainable, maintainable energy atmosphere for ourselves. We're recognizing what needs to go, what's not in divine alignment with our quest to live from our heart-mind coherence. Woo. All right, angel answers. Let's take a look. If you got a question, this is the deck. If you need confirmation, or if you're looking for a sign or a symbol that you've asked for, allow these cards to bless you. First, let go. Let go. Where are you tense? I don't mean physically. I mean in your psyche, in your emotions, in your heart space. Where, if you're tense at all, find out where it is and breathe into that and let go. Let go of any tension that's there. Next, we have in the near future. Whenever I see these timing cards, my sense is that this is here, this energy that we've identified in these cards is hanging out with us for a fashion. Don't know what that measured time period is, doesn't really matter. This is here to stay for a bit. We'll have plenty of opportunity to address whatever's coming up in the now. Oh, yes, and make big, happy changes in relationship to it. One more. Oh, nice. I did say something about this. Validation being clear communication with oneself. So there you have it. There's more confirmation of that message. All right, final word on the reading from Sacred Traveler Oracle. How is our soulful presence? That's like 8 cards. We'll keep shuffling. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? What do we have here? Infinite abundance. Oh, how sweet. Abundance is pouring into my life. Yes. Look at all these cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the King of Cups. Yeah, it's an emotional watershed moment. We have an opportunity to upgrade some energies, and we're doing it. We're doing it beautifully. We're doing it masterfully. Have a beautiful Friday, everyone. Thank you, as always, for tuning in and joining me here. Namaste.